Hi and welcome to the VPN Club YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to give you 10 actionable steps to improve your cybersecurity and protect yourself against cyber attacks and malware. Before I start, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button if you enjoy our content. This will mean a lot to us and help us create even more useful content. Alright, let's get started. Action step number 1. Use strong passwords. First, let's talk about passwords. This is a basic but very important step that you can do right now. It is important to understand that weak passwords can easily be figured out. Your passwords should be at least 8 characters long, using a combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. If you want to be a bit safer, make them 12 characters long. That's something you can do right now. If you know you have a weak password, pause this video, change it now, and come back here. Action step number 2. Use a variety of passwords. The second step is still about passwords, because it's such an important topic. Even if you have the strongest password in the world, it's definitely not a good idea to use just one password for all your accounts. You should try to come up with different variations of your main password and use those as well for some of your accounts. For example, you could use your main password for your email account, a first variation for your Facebook account, a second variation for your Twitter account, and so on. You get the idea. An alternative would be to use a password manager. If you use a password manager, make sure your master password is very strong though. If you don't know which password manager you should use, try LastPass, which is one of the most popular ones. LastPass is safe because it uses the AES 256-bit cipher to encrypt your passwords. Passwords reach their servers only in an encrypted form. This means that even if someone managed to breach their server, your data will still be safe. Visit vpn-club.com/lastpass to try it now. Action step number 3. Use multi-factor authentication methods. Multi-factor authentication means that you need more than one authentication factor to log into an account, which decreases the likelihood of a successful cyber attack. There are many websites and apps that recommend using a second means to verify who you are, such as receiving a text message with a code or using an authenticator app when attempting to connect from a different device. Multi-factor authentication, or MFA, is becoming the norm. This extra layer of security can make a big difference, so please do it when possible. Action step number 4. Watch out for HTTPS. You may have noticed that some websites start with HTTP in the address bar, while others start with HTTPS. In short, HTTPS is a secure version of HTTP. HTTPS should be used on websites where important information is provided, like payment details for example. Whenever you are on such a website, make sure that you see the secure padlock sign in the address bar that shows it uses HTTPS. If the secure padlock sign is missing, don't enter any important information. Action step number 5. Use an antivirus. You should use an antivirus, obviously. If you don't already have one, make sure you install one today. An antivirus will protect your device from known threats, including viruses and malware. If you don't know which antivirus you should use, try Avast, which is one of the best ones. Avast is a good choice because it makes sure that malware doesn't get onto your computer in the first place. It detects most sites that attempt to distribute malware before they start downloading onto your computer. Visit vpn-club.com/avast to try it now. Step number 6. Use a VPN. You should also use a VPN, especially if you're not at home. Public Wi-Fi connections pose a security threat that you can avoid using a VPN. A VPN will not only increase your security, but also protect your data through encryption and hide your online activities from prying eyes, among many other things. It is the easiest and most effective way for you to protect your internet traffic and keep your identities private online. If you don't know which VPN you should use, try ExpressVPN or CyberGhost VPN, which are some of the best VPN providers. Visit vpn-club.com/express to get ExpressVPN at 49% off plus 3 months free. If you prefer to go with CyberGhost, visit vpn-club.com/cyber to get it at 83% off plus 3 months free. Action step number 7. Use a non-administrative account. I recommend that you use a non-administrative account on your computer. That way, if you get infected by malware, it wouldn't be able to do too much damage. Just to clarify, you would have an administrative account that you use when necessary and a non-administrative account that you use whenever you need to use your computer. That's a pretty basic, yet effective way to protect yourself against malware. Action step number 8. Change your router's default password. If you have a router at home, change the default password. This shouldn't take you more than 5 minutes, so please take the time to do it. If you don't know how, search the knowledge base of your internet service provider. They should have a tutorial on how to change the password of your router. If the router you have was not provided by your ISP, check the manual provided by the manufacturer. Action step number 9. Be cautious at all times. Always double check anything you download to your computer. Pause for a minute and ask yourself, do I really need or want to download this file? Is this a trustworthy source? Think twice before clicking on that link you received in an email, even if it comes from a family member or friend. Is this the kind of content they would normally send? If not, you might want to ignore it. Better be safe and miss something unimportant than clicking on a suspicious link. Also, be wary of free applications. Nothing is completely free in life, even less on the internet. Action step number 10, don't store sensitive data on your computer or in the cloud. If you have important files, like scanned copies of important documents, store them on a flash drive or external hard drive so you can just plug them in when you need those documents. Important files stored on a computer or in the cloud are at risk as they can be accessed remotely. On the other hand, it is much harder to steal the information stored on your flash drive or external hard drive, which is carefully stored in your drawer. Alright, that's all for today. I hope you found this video useful. Several of these tips are actually quite important, so if you know you have a weak password or don't have an antivirus or have some sensitive data stored on your computer, make sure you take action now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them below and I will answer them as soon as possible. If you like this video, if you found it useful, please like it, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. Thanks and see you next time.